අහර්මන් කුඩේරු රෝතම හොලනේ එම්මෙන් කොම්වි
මිහාර zaman බදල් වෙච්චේ ඒ එකුදින් උලෙන් බේනුම් වාගොයි
ज़मानायको इधर कमे बदलू मुंदायर वेस बाइंग आदत ज़मान तक करते निकलते को बत्ती ये के ट्रेडिशन की
Good evening once again. Welcome back to Dhiraagu Supersonic, presented by Glitch Gaming. Meeting you tonight here is Aksam as your host, and we've got Munis as your commentator, and then Yube all the way at the end, social distancing and being our analyst for the night as well. We've had really exciting 7 days, a whole week of Rocket League here in the Maldives, and the intention here by Glitch Gaming and Dhiraagu is to crown the indisputable champion of Rocket League of the Maldives, at least until someone challenges that title, because this game could just flip and switch as fast as you can blink. We've seen some matches like that happening last night. I mean, no, it didn't change much, but the goals were racking up, and that was exciting as well to see, not gonna lie, right? But before we talk too much about this tournament, let's take a look at our sponsors who've been making this possibility. First of all, we've got Mandu Must. They've been providing a free Must case every night to a lucky draw winner. Yes, I said it right. And then Pizza Bona with the free pizza as well for another lucky draw winner. Print Lab, thank you so much for the banners that you have prepared for us. That's the backdrop that you see right here. And then we've got eLife sponsoring a very special prize for the MVP of this entire tournament. And Gizmo for giving us these tools that are helping us stream so seamlessly as much as we can from where we are. And Dhiraagu, thank you so much for keeping up our connection as well as you can, and also for making this whole thing a reality. So, we've got a Rocket League tournament happening, and this is not anything I've expected so far. Like, so many different aspects and facets of the game has been shown to us as the nights have gone on. We are in 20 full days, well, no, not gonna lie, 20 nights of Rocket League, and we are currently nearing the halfway length or nearly the end of our group stages so far as well. Yube, I'd like to ask you to describe how this tournament is working. How do things work in this?
Well, where's the group stage, Sean?
Oh yeah, the group stage screen. Technical team, thank you so much.
So yeah, currently we are like at the 7th day in the group stage.
Yep.
Yeah, and in the chart it shows the top 2 teams from every group. Currently, every team plays like 4 matches, and then whoever racks up the most points goes to the knockout stage. Currently in Group A, there's Juice and TC Chips Lions. From Group B, it is Storm and the Baguettes. And from Group C, it's MSK and Vector. And Group D, it's Switch Tactics and KUIS Esports. Well, the P, you can see the column, that's win to loss ratio from each group. So currently these are the standings for every group, and then it's kind of like a prediction to who would go to the knockout stage at this point. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
so
to reiterate a little bit more before we go into more detail with Moon, it's just to reiterate the columns are the matches played, the wins, the losses, and then the games, number of games being played, and that ratio that you see is the number of games won compared to any conceded games. Right? Am I getting it right, Moniz? Can you explain a little bit more?
Right. Yes, you did call that one right, because when you look at the stats and the games that have gone, you can definitely see that this has been very much reflected there. Like, for example, Juice, right? They've played 3 matches now and won 3 games in each one, so obviously they have 9 wins. But at the same time, they did concede 1 to Capalot, which is why it is 9-1, right? So that's kind of what the ratio is going on here. But the thing that I really want to highlight right now is that when we look at each group, we see that things stand at a very interesting precipice right now. For instance, Group 1, Juice has 3 wins, which secures them the top spot. But the next 3 teams, TC Chips, Lions, Capalot, and that all have 1 win. So all 3 of them are vying for spot number 2, right? Currently, TC Chips Lions is there, but it's probably because of their ratio. But overall, we are looking at a very fierce fight for that second place spot, right? Looking over at Group B, Storm has secured 3 wins so far, no losses. The Baguettes have only 2 wins, but that's only because they have 2 matches. So it is expected that they will still go on to win, right? So whether they're able to keep it 9-0 or not, we will see. But looking over at Group C, we have MSK and Vector. It's interesting to note for Vector, one of these wins that they have gotten is actually through forfeit, right? TC Chips Fraternity forfeit when going up against them. So they didn't really get to win. But at the same time, the same goes for MSK as well. So both of these teams are currently at the top, only because the other team forfeited once each to each team. But obviously, they also did win one of their own. So they need to start playing more games and winning more games, because the fact that they won through forfeit means that they also have less of a chance to earn points for those wins, which would count towards the tournament MVP thing, right? But moving on to Group D, once again, very similar situation to Group A, where one team is very much at the top, which is Switch Tactics, but all the other teams have just 1 win each except for Wololo Esports, right? So these guys are also fiercely fighting for that second place spot. So in Group A and Group D, second place is going to be the most contested for spot on the on the table there. And as for Group C and Group B, it looks very secure. It almost seems like we have a pretty good idea of which teams are going to go forward.
All right. We also know that there's one team that we haven't seen playing, and that's not the disqualified forfeiting team, but PROFATS NONPAREIL. And it's exciting to know that they're playing tonight, right?
They are, and they're going up against Group C header right now, which is MSK. So PROFATS NONPAREIL has 1 win by forfeit from TC Chips Fraternity. If they're able to win this one, they will be in the top 3 for the top 2 positions of the group, right? So they will pull even up against MSK and Vector through the same circumstances.
But
so
if they play against MSK and they win, the ratio for MSK will be thrown off, and Vector would be first place, PROFATS would be second place, around there, right? Because MSK would end up...
Right, that is true. It's I'm with you there. It's just, all I'm saying is that whoever wins this one stands a very good chance of making, if PROFATS NONPAREIL win this one, it makes the top 2 spots of the group much more competitive than it currently is. Currently, PROFATS and Vector and MSK have both benefited from the forfeits. Each got 1 win each, right? So they've the other 2 teams have played 1 game each and they've won them. So now it's PROFATS NONPAREIL's turn, but as luck would have it, the team that they're facing is MSK. So
yeah,
the win is not going to be easy. I do hope they win, just because I like seeing really tense conflicts and like really high-level play. But at the same time, MSK is definitely not going to make it easy. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
So we've got ProFats Elite and the Legacy Esports going up against in the first match tonight, and the second match is where things are starting to get exciting, because we've got EVG and KUIS Esports. KUIS has been proving themselves so far with just the one match they played, but EVG has been one of my favorites to watch during this entire tourney as well. They've been very, very consistent in how they're playing, even though they lost against 13 in the first match that they played. The second match was pretty consistent. They were doing their job right, and now KUIS Esports they have this sort of finesse to their playing, which I'm hoping to see in full swing tonight. And then of course we've got MSK and PROFATS NONPAREIL, which would do one of two things, or two things at the same time, which is we will know exactly who's going to stay on the top of that league table for Group C, and at the same time we will see PROFATS NONPAREIL show how different they are. Now, before we move on to the next scene, you would notice, all of our viewers would also notice, we've got PROFATS NONPAREIL and PROFATS Elite on the same screen, playing two different matches. How does this happen? Well, they're actually two different teams, but they are people who play together and divided themselves into the two different teams to play in this tourney. And what I'm hoping to see is a sort of a reflection on play styles on both of those teams. Right, that was something I mentioned earlier as well. Like, hopefully, maybe when we see PROFATS Elite play against Legacy and then PROFATS NONPAREIL play against MSK, we're going to see that sort of like tactic or similar tactics between the two teams, which would show that Rocket League is something that you can put your own style into rather than just your technical abilities, right?
I definitely hope that we do see something like that, right? So far, PROFATS Elite haven't had the best run in the game. They've gone up against Storm. They've lost. They have also... Okay, I think Legacy Esports is the people that they're up against who have also not been having a really good time at it. They've also lost most of the matches that they've been in. So this is an opportunity for PROFATS Elite to win, to definitely go for the third spot of the group, you know? Like a golden opportunity. So this match is for, like... how to say, to determine which is the superior team among the teams that have been having a harder time at it due to more experienced teams taking the top spots. So this is also in its own way a mini competition between them. That's what I think.
All right, we talk about how these teams are so passionate about this tournament and how passionate we are to watch them play, to see them thrive, and some of them crash and burn as well. Now, what is really at stake here? We've got a huge prize pool as well. We've got 20,000 rupiah in the prize pool, with first place getting 10k, second place getting 7, and third place getting 3k. Right, so it's tight. This is gonna be quite an earning if you guys make it all the way to the top. And also for those solo players, tournament MVP is going to be getting 32-inch TV from eLife. Now it'll make your playing experience better, I hope. So why don't all the players strive for this position as well? And you know, it's just not just prizes only for the players. We've got prizes for all of our viewers as well. And the trick is, you just gotta type GG in whichever stream you're watching, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, and you will be entitled to be part of the lucky draw, in which we select 2 people every night. One of them will get an assorted mastalo case from Mandu Mas. The other one would get a pizza from Pizza Bona. No, we will not be the ones giving you this per se. You guys will have to reach out to us, right? Once you win, you gotta text us on our Facebook page, and we will send you a coupon which you can use to redeem those prizes. Now, have we got any highlights of last night? Yeah, we do. So I'm hoping that maybe we'll see goal by goal by goal of what happened last night. So that's going to be quite interesting. I'm hoping to hear your thoughts on this, Yube, as soon as we're back from the highlight reel. All right? So let's take ourselves there.
You wanna know my feelings every time I look in your eyes. Baby, I can feel your energy. It's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough. can feel your energy, it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I.
Okay, Juve. Do you remember
Yeah.
how many goals that were scored last night?
I would say more than 50.
Oh no. That caused
Camera
the-
kind of frizzed out.
Okay,
No
okay.
worries.
Okay, fine. It's not more than 50. It's below that.
No, it's probably around 50.
Yeah. No, camera and
Total goals, yeah. Total goals.
Yeah, but do you have any special goals from last night that you would like to describe?
Yeah, I would like to describe almost every goal from Unicorns because it was really creative.
Yes.
Yes.
Every goal from Unicorns, it was insane. And I would give props to Baba Yaga for him to make opportunities in a 1v3 or find very unorthodox ways of scoring, just like Unicorns. Like I'd highlight these two players as very creative and and really good with the 1v3 challenge. Like he's the one and the enemy team being 3. Normally that's what we see all the time. So yeah, props to them. And I liked almost every goal in that one game. That was 14-0, I think.
Dove versus Clockwise, yeah.
Yeah. Every goal, beautiful.
I mean, given that really large margin of goals, we can already tell where these teams stand in terms of skills. But it shouldn't be a factor it shouldn't be a factor to demotivate anybody from playing this game, because that's literally where you got to start. You got to start from the bottom. Most of these teams, most of the players have been playing for months before, years before, until this tourney had come into fruition. So it's like you shouldn't give up just because on the first tourney that you got completely hammered, because that's what you got to expect in the world as well, right? Life lessons from Rocket League, guys.
And while we're talking about some of these matches, here's something to think about, right? When we first saw them, took on Juice, yeah? And they actually lost. They lost in a perfect sweep. We took note at the time that it wasn't an easy perfect sweep and that these guys really struggled. And now, when they're up against a team like Clockwise, we're seeing 14 goals. That's the level that they're at. Meaning that Juice is at an even higher level, comparatively speaking.
Exactly.
So that's definitely something to think about.
I mean, these scorings and what we've seen right now could predict future games. But I'd like to mention, when it's in the knockout stage, it's going to be a whole different game. I don't think any team we say, yeah, they're not at this level, could surprise us and take even Juice down. Yeah, I understand they're one of the top teams, but anything can happen in a knockout stage.
Well, one thing Yuba mentioned last night before Dunk and Clockwise played was that we assumed that they were going to be very balanced. But tonight we can assume that Legacy and ProFats Elite the first match, is going to be something we're going to see that's going to be balanced. The matches ahead, hopefully, as well, because we've got KUIS Esports as well later happening. That's what I would like to say. And for the first match, Legacy Esports versus PROFATS Elite. What do you guys expect? Who are you banking on?
Yuba, how about you start it off?
I'm gonna say Legacy Esports because I don't know. I feel like they do have the upper hand. What about you, Monas?
All right, I've taken a look at some of the previous matches, and it seems that both Legacy Esports and PROFATS Elite have lost to Storm, right? So I guess now we're basically fighting to see which is the better team from between those two. So I'm pretty interested to see, because this might be a very even matchup of two teams at relatively the same level. So that might be something that could provide us with some really nice Rocket League play. Maybe not top tier level play, but at least like a competitive, really good match.
All right, so I'm going to leave you guys with the match. I'll be watching it live here in real time, so that you guys don't, get interrupted with me screaming whenever they score, which is the only reason, to all of our viewers, the only reason why I'm not joining these guys as the casters is because I'm very loud when I get excited with the match. So anyway, both of you have fun, take notes. We've got a lot to discuss. We've got a lot of exciting matches tonight. So see you guys later.
Yeah.
All right. Now that Aksum's handed things off to us, let's talk a little bit about the match that we'll be seeing right now. Match number 1 of day 8 of Dhiraagu Supersonic. We are 8 days in now, right? Very close to the halfway point, so that's pretty exciting. 7 straight nights of Rocket League, ups and downs. It's been emotional roller coaster for sure. Anyway, Legacy Esports versus PROFATS Elite, right? Both of these teams are in losing positions currently in their groups, but this could be the fight for the 3rd position. So with the 5 minutes on the clock, let's kick things off. Here we go. Almost immediately in the kickoff, the ball is very much dead in the midfield. Seems like both teams are quite evenly matched, at least for now. Legacy Esports taking the ball deep into PROFAT's side, but they managed to clear it. Usopp. I hear that Usopp is one of the more experienced players on this team, right?
Yeah, Usopp's really good with his long shot goals.
Ooh, Lishan. Dangerously close to the goal, trying to create an opportunity, but I don't think his team could quite take advantage of that one. Ball now heading to the Legacy Esports side of the pitch. Ooh, near miss for Chili Sauce. Usopp again with the ball. Oh, the ball's now once again heading towards PROFAT's Elite side. Could this be a goal? Ooh, nicely defended. Well done on the defense for PROFAT's Elite. 4 minutes, 5 seconds and counting. We still don't have a single goal. Not Shroud. Hexa. Last time I remember Hexa performing quite well, so maybe that's a player to look out for. Lishan now with the attack. Also ended up being a setup, and Hexa scores. Nicely done. I think that was... the defense of Lishan's attack ended up being the setup for Hexa's one. What do you think of that one, Yube? And also look at that mic drop animation.
Lishan like basically set it up because PROFAT's like the third man couldn't clear it well enough. Like he didn't challenge the ball. He was waiting like for it. If he went and challenged, it would have like made a huge difference.
Ooh, what the heck? Hexa just scored. How did that happen? I thought that was a long-range goal by Lishan. Hang on, let's take a look at that. Ooh.
It was an aerial, and the defender could not win the challenge there, so it obviously got tucked into the goal.
I am happy to see the ball being challenged, though. A lot of other teams sometimes just let aerials go, so it's nice to see that.
I mean, look at that! Look at the freestyle. Whoa!
Ooh. 3rd goal, 3 minutes and 33 seconds in, and Notshad scores again. This is a very different Legacy Esports than what we saw fighting against Storm, so maybe this is a pretty good team.
Yeah, I mean, Legacy is really good with the aerials if you give them enough time for a setup. So I wouldn't write them off. They're a really good team.
It's just that they faced against Storm, which kind of resulted in it seeming like they were a little bit of a weak link, right? Oh, look at that. They lost the ball, and the ball now heads into the goal. PROFATS Elite scores. Now, I'll be the first to admit that was a goal made from their mistake. But you know what? capitalizing on mistakes. That's the game. I think that looks pretty cool. What do you think?
Yeah, that was a nice goal from Prophet's side, even though the goal was wide open.
Yeah, I mean, the circumstances lined up very well for them, but that's part of the game, right? Chili Sauce now sending the ball in and setting it up for himself. Ooh, did not quite make it on target. Went wide, in fact. Unfortunate. Not Shroud now takes the ball. Dribbling it, trying to get into the air, but got demoed. King likes now. It's still King, trying to set something up for his people. Chili Sauce going for the ball, but everybody just exploded. Ooh, another attack on the Legacy Esports side. You go, ProFats Elite. This is awesome. Alright, King likes just now in trying to create an opportunity. Usopp now attacking the goal. 3 defenders trying to stop him. Another attack. This one hits the backboard. Chili Sauce trying to go for it. Too slow. Alright, ball still in the Legacy Esports side of the pitch. Hexa trying to clear it. I think he'll succeed. Nope. Chili Sauce steals it. Nicely done. And Lishan manages to clear it and both take it in front of the goal as well, setting it up for his team. But it was too wide. Not Shroud now receiving. Hexa going over him. Was that a double comet? Ooh, nice opportunity created, but Lishan was driving away. Bad luck.
Really have
Hexa.
pace control when it comes to the midfield, as I've noticed.
Yes, and you also do notice that when the ball goes into the Legacy Esports defense side, everybody just falls back, you know, like they don't even try to attack at that point. Ooh, Lishan near miss. That could have been a goal. Hexa. Oh, the defender tried to knock it away, but unfortunately it went into the goal. That was unfortunate.
So looking very one-sided. The Legacy Esports seems like a different team now.
Yeah, looks like it might just be another one of those matches like Dove versus Clockwise, but it doesn't look like the score's gonna climb that high though. I mean, they did.
But there is a clear skill gap like between Legacy and Prophets. Even the Prophets putting up a really good fight, Legacy is controlling the pace most of the time, and you know they're like not making as many mistakes as Prophets.
Ooh! One attack and a setup for another one that was knocked away by King alike. Nice defending there. And demoed. There's a lot of demos going on in this game, huh? Oh! And Lishan scores! That was not what I think ProFats Elite wanted to do. They tried to clear the ball or something, but unfortunately, even though Usopp was defending, Lishan just managed to send it in.
Yeah, Prophets is having too many double commits. They need to get their comms in check.
Alright, look at that.
Oh! A nice goal.
Nicely done, King alike. Second goal for ProFats Elite. These guys definitely have guts.
Yeah, from Legacy's side, the second man like creeped up too much and then lost the challenge from there. So that's how Prophets got the goal in.
That was a very nicely done goal, I think. I mean, it was very simple, but there was something very encouraging about its simplicity. Alright, 1 minute remains.
Simple.
Simple not in the sense that it's easy, it's just that it wasn't a very tricky play, you know? Ooh, nice defending by ProFats Elite. And they're trying to clear the ball. Chili Sauce going there, but it's been returned by Legacy Esports. An attempt has been made. Oh, not Shroud scores! I thought it was hitting the wall there.
Yeah. It was a nice setup from Lishan again from the backboard. And not Shroud, pretty standard.
Yeah, like
really,
clockwork, not the team.
And not looking at each other's back. The rotations are pretty bad, and the positioning is also really bad.
Do you think that it's the pressure that's getting to them, or do you think that Legacy Esports is just intimidating them?
Well, mostly because I feel like Prophets, they don't know how to rotate as well, and Lishan out there like taking out the defender as he sets up.
Well, there you have it, goal number 7. My goodness. Alright, so we have kickoff with less than 30 seconds on the clock. ProFats Elite 2, Legacy Esports 7. Another demolition. Usopp now. Ooh, could this be a goal? Oh no. Legacy Esports defends. 14 seconds on the clock and counting, and things are still going back and forth. Looks like another goal. Ooh, nicely defended by ProFats Elite. I like it when I'm proven wrong that way. Come on, King Alex, it's time to clear the ball. You shouldn't keep it on your side with less than a second. And look at that, we have Legacy Esports scooping up their first win. 7-2, right? All right, let's take a look at these stats. Yubit, what are your thoughts? They scored a bunch of points as well. Wow.
Yeah, I would say mostly Profats, the rotation needs to be in check. A lot of double commits, even like they know the pressure's on them, but like the third man is cheating up on the ball too much from Prophet's side. So many goals are conceded that way. And
Yeah.
Legacy has been controlling the pace since like the beginning, but every kickoff, like Prophets normally win the challenge, but Legacy from there just picks up the pressure and just puts on them. And they get to make a lot of setups. Lishan, I noticed, like he's really good with the setups. So Prophets need to, kind of shut him down there, how they did with Yogurt. That's what I think they should do.
Yes, so keeping Lishan at bay, that should be priority number 1. And priority number 2, I suppose, should be to make sure that the rotations are better, right? And we're waiting until the technical team is ready to start with Legacy Esports versus ProFats Elite. At this stage, based on that performance, I'm going to say that this is looking to be another perfect sweep. That's just what it looks like to me, right?
Yeah, I mean, the skill gap's pretty big, and Prophets need to get the rotations in, and I would say they can carry the match easy.
All right, that being said, 5 minutes on the clock, and we have kickoff. Hexa. Usopp there ready to receive the ball. I think he's in the backmobile. That's cool. 4 minutes 35 seconds. Oh, look at that. We have our first goal, this time for Not Shroud. Let's take a look at that replay. King Likes tried to clear it, but it just hit the wall there, and it was all the opportunity Not Shroud needed to just send it flying into the goal, right? And 3 minutes 35 seconds, and we have kickoff once again. Ball goes immediately into the ProFats Elite side, but King Likes trying to clear it, but it's returned. Trying to clear it again, this time bouncing it off the wall. Could he get rid of it? Nope. It's still on the ProFats Elite side. Hexa now trying to take it towards the goal, putting on a lot of pressure. Oh! All of these players are just... My goodness.
Go for a while, what did I miss?
Not Shroud just basically squeezed the goal, and take a look at this, right? These guys are all just flocking over here. This guy comes by this narrow angle and just squeezes that goal in. 4 minutes 14 seconds, and so far ProFats Elite have not managed to score one. Alright, here we have kickoff. Ball goes high up into the midfield, so it could be anybody's ball, and it ends up going into the ProFats Elite side of the pitch.
Is Legacy doing the same thing they did last time and completely dominating the pace?
I would say that yes, they are. But since we haven't seen a lot of this particular game, so far the ball has been equally with ProFats Elite as Legacy, but now it looks like Legacy is slowly coming up from behind and kind of... Ooh! That was a near miss, but Not Shroud was there to clean up after his teammate. 3 minutes 37 seconds. That could have been a goal.
I like how
That
the
should have
second
been a
match
goal.
just ready and waiting.
Yeah, right? He sees his teammate creating an opportunity. Perhaps he's like, okay, this is my chance. Alright, there's Usopp again. And we have kickoff, 3 minutes 37 seconds. Ball once again heading into the ProFats Elite side. Attack on the goal. Hexa now creating an opportunity for his team, but it went a little too high, I think. Another opportunity created by Nishan. Oh! Nicely defended by ProFats Elite, but despite that, Hexa managed to get it in. Take a look at that. Ooh. That is very good defending by Usopp. But unfortunately, he did not have enough boost, or maybe his timing was wrong, that he just couldn't get in front of the second attack. 3 minutes 19 seconds, and now we're at 4 goals. Immediately, King Likes take control of the ball and sends it deep into the Legacy Esports side. Usopp going for it now. What can he do now? They're trying to clear the ball, but Usopp now sends it towards the goal. And it looks like Legacy Esports manages to clear the ball. Sending it towards the goal. Could this be another one? Lishan attacks, Lishan scores. And that's goal number 5, 2 minutes 57 seconds in. Whew.
And Profats was like rushing for the defense, and then you can already see the third man's not there, like waiting to receive the ball. So Profats need to get that under check, like ASAP. Because most of the time they're like wide open, and then they let Legacy Esports set up, and they don't really challenge them much. So it looks like an easy game for Legacy.
I definitely agree. And look at that. With that, we have goal number 6. These guys are surely going for the MVP prize of this tournament, right? Which is that Android Smart TV, which looks really good. At the same time, people who are listening to or watching this can type GG in the chat for a chance to win our nightly lucky draw. 2 minutes 40 seconds on the clock, and we have kickoff once again. Hexa sending the ball deep into the Profats Elite side of the pitch. It's dangerously close to the goal. All the defenders are there. Another attack by Lishan. Ooh, this tension. Chili Sauce now rushing the ball towards the Legacy Esports side, and I think he just got blown up. Poor guy. Alright, Hexa now chasing the ball, attacks the goal, set up for another teammate perhaps. It's high up in the air. Neither of them managed to get a hit just now. Profats now clearing the ball. Chili Sauce sending it towards the goal, but the defender was waiting. It was Hexa. Hexa again trying to create an opportunity and score, but the defender just knocks it out of the way. It was Usopp. Of course it was. This guy is really good at what he's doing. I think he's the most standout player in this team so far. What do you think, Yuvan?
Oh, so far Usopp has been trying to make a lot of plays for Profats, and he's never like backed up like by the team, so he's having a hard time making anything happen.
And that was another near miss for Legacy Esports. That could have been a goal. 1 minute 30 seconds remain, and we're still without a single goal for Profats Elite this time around. Not for the lack of trying. Usopp has been doing a lot. And the rest of his teammates are also doing a pretty decent job defending, I think. Okay, now the ball's going into the Legacy Esports side, and now it's back again on the Profats Elite side. Not Shroud. Trying to set it up for his teammates, but the defenders are just crowding the ball right now. Lichan. Not Shroud trying to go for the ball, and I think this might be a goal. Nope, defended again. Profats are really sticking to their guns right now, so you gotta respect that. They're not conceding any more goals. Hexa. Ooh, another near miss for Legacy Esports. 35 seconds on the clock and counting. Another near opportunity for Hexa. 30 seconds remain now. Not Shroud going dangerously close to the goal, but the ball was just cleared away by Profats Elite. Ooh! Nice attack by Profats Elite, but unfortunately the accuracy was not quite there. These guys are really doing a good job, I think. Another near attempt. And Kinga likes defend. Oh, ball, he tried to... Oh my goodness! Even though he got demoed, even though he got blown up, Profats Elite scored with just 7 seconds on the clock. What do you make of this goal?
Legacy Esports were taken by surprise by that demo from there, because they couldn't get the position from midfield, which led for Profats to have an easy setup there. Mostly that took them by surprise.
A lucky goal, I think, but still, hey, it looked good. And the ball is still live even though time's gone up, and just like that, Legacy Esports wins their second game. I think it's gonna be a perfect sweep, yeah, but we can see that Profats Elite are doing their best.
It'd be something if they got even one match, wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah, I would be totally down to see it, but it doesn't look like it'll happen. All I'm happy to report is that so far, Profats Elite every single time has shown that they were still in the game and kind of like scored at least one goal to let them know, you can't walk all over us, and I respect that. That being said, what do you think about these stats?
Well, mostly like around the end of the match, Usopp stepped up his game, and King has been the one to get the scores for Profats Elite. So this will be the last chance for them to prove that they also deserve a second spot on the game, like the group stage. And most of the goals by Legacy Esports is due to Chile not being able to communicate well with the rotations and then, setting up the defense that well. They can look at all these weak points and improve. So I would actually say they still have a chance of getting at least one match in, or like drop the amount of goals they have been conceding.
I think that the fact that they've not managed to go higher than 10, that's pretty telling, right? The fact that Legacy Esports have also conceded at least one goal per match to ProFats is also quite telling that these guys do have a lot of potential and they just need to kind of polish off some rough edges. But that being said, 5 minutes on the clock and we're jumping in once again. Oh, could this be a goal? Oh my goodness. 2 attacks by ProFats Elite less than 10 seconds into the game, and Hexa scores 4 minutes 46 seconds, and we have our first goal. I think that one was just because they all committed to the attack and there was nobody left to defend, right? Anyway, we have Kickoff once again.
But it could be a slow rotation from Prophet's side. I mean, there was only 2 people in the offense, and the third one, I guess, creeped up too much and then didn't have much time to go back.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I definitely did notice that as well. Thank you for pointing that out. We have 4 minutes 20 seconds on the clock and counting, and Hexa now, Lishan, sending the ball towards the ProFats Elite side. Ooh, both of them attacked and both of them struck the backboard, so that was an accuracy issue. There was nothing ProFats could have really done to stop it if it were going into the goal, I think. So maybe focus on your accuracy a little bit. Hexa now. Nicely defended by ProFats Elite. I think that if they could actually work really hard to minimize the number of goals conceded this time around, that would be really great. Usopp there trying to create an opportunity. King likes going for the ball, but unfortunately he missed. Great chance there for a goal as well, one of those unexpected, unorthodox ones. Not Shroud now with the ball inside the ProFats Elite side of the pitch, creating an opportunity for his teammate, and Hexa scores. Nicely done. 3 minutes 35 seconds. Let's take a look at that replay. What do you think the defender was doing there just now, Yuga?
Well, it's like Prophets are not so confident with the reaction, I guess. No, I mean, like, the challenges. So they seem to be, like, waiting for a chance to defend and then, not challenging them, even on the ground or the aerials. So most of the time they look like they're sitting there because they keep, waiting for the ball to come to them.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is not like a practice where the ball is like shot and then you wait in the goal and then you set up and do a whole thing. This is an actual match where there's a lot on the stake, and then I feel like they can improve a lot, and I feel like the pressure is building up too much and they can't do anything about it. But
And it's
Usopp
starting to feel
always,
hopeless, right? Ooh,
yeah, but
close
Usopp
opportunity.
never given up since like the match began.
Ooh, Hexa scores their 4th goal 3 minutes and 10 seconds in. I wonder if they're trying to increase their goal scoring as well. So far,
I said
ProFats
that was a
Elite.
really nice goal when he like set it up from the wall and then he himself just hit it.
Yeah, I love it when people do that sometimes. It kind of shows this really high level of control over the ball, which always is really nice to see. Because, I mean, watching this game, it may not seem very complex, but there's a lot of moving parts to this, right? To get to be able to play even on this level on either side right now requires a lot of practice and training and stuff, which is one of the reasons why I find all the players who participate to be quite impressive in their own way. Ooh, not Shroud. Near miss for him. They're trying to clear the ball, but Legacy Esports is just not letting that happen. Usopp for now just going towards the ball, and that was not Shroud behind him. Usopp clears the ball away from the goal and takes a boost. I think he's trying to get it out of there. Hexa, unfortunately, manages to get to the ball first, and slowly meanders into the goal. 5 goals, 2 minutes 16 seconds into the game.
You can already see the fake out there by he controlled the ball by turning his car around and then dropped it in front of him, and he made a shot over the other 2 players' head.
It's quite cool, right, to see him just have so much control over the ball. Chili Sauce now trying to create an opportunity for ProFats Elite, but unfortunately the ball was stolen from him, and it's been stolen back, and it's been stolen back again, this time by Hexa. Finally cleared. Lishan now trying to create an opportunity for the team. Not Shroud trying to stop the ball from being cleared. In fact, it goes deeper and deeper into the Legacy Esports side, and now it's finally back on the ProFats Elite side. Ball's kind of going back and forth this time around. Do you think that ProFats Elite is improving on their attack? Or is it a problem with the Legacy Esports side of the pitch?
I mean, ProFats have always had a very huge presence in the midfield, so, you know, like, it seems to be going back and forth due to that, and then they're really good at clearing. Like, they never let the ball just be there, but Legacy always on the offense, and then, you know, the backboard setups. Really hard for them to stop it if they're going to keep reacting to the ball. And see the double comics from ProFats side really opens up the goal.
Look at that, that was
Legacy.
like 3 attacks in a matter of seconds. They're just thrashing this goal right now. Less than a minute remains and the score is 5-0. ProFats Elite have yet to score in this game. Not Shroud now, slowly taking the ball, clearing it and sending it away from their side of the pitch, but it's still very much in the middle of the field. And look at that, now it's back. Hexa receiving it, but I don't know what he's gonna do. Doesn't seem to be in a very favorable position, and Chili Sauce is now sending the ball away, but Hexa manages to intercept it. ProFats Elite clears again, and Lishan misses. Ooh, what a great opportunity for ProFats Elite. Oh, unfortunately the ball's been cleared. Less than 30 seconds, that could have been an awesome goal. Lishan slowly waiting for that opportunity. Both of them attacked, and it was a miss. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like Legacy Esports is able to score less than 10 seconds on the clock, and ProFats Elite are fighting real hard to prevent anything. Hexa pushing the ball in. They're just going at it. There's 0 seconds right now, and there we go. Legacy Esports win with a perfect sweep. Another one. Alright, Hubert, what do you think about the match we just saw?
That was an interesting series of Legacy showing skill, like a lot of new. I feel like they've upped their game from the last 2 times they've played. What do you think?
I think so too. I think that we've seen some really good improvements on Legacy's side tonight. Congratulations, Legacy Esports, for the win. And try next time for ProFats Elite. And that was the first match of Group B of Day 8 of Dhiraagu Supersonic. And it was a perfect sweep once again. Seen a lot of them, but I'm expecting to see less of them as we go on through the tournament. The next match we'll be seeing is going to be EVG versus KUIS Esports. Teams that we both like quite a bit. So I think that we should take a little bit of a break, maybe about 10 minutes-ish, and we'll come back with the next game. What do you think, Yube?
Yeah, I would say after that match, like, I need some time to, get energized for the next one. It was kind of one-sided. It was really sad to see, and Osopo with his solo efforts, it was kind of sad. And then, like, even though the match went on, Osopo never gave up, which was, like, kind of encouraging for every player. Because if they feel like they're backed into the corner, they should realize they need to try harder and better, and then it could be game-changing. And Legacy Esports, with their offense, like, we've seen them improve, and the aerials and the solo goals, all of them are really nice. Like, the individual skill is really high. I would consider them, like, not top tier, but not even mid tier either, somewhere in between.
High tier.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm totally with you there as well. So looking forward to seeing the next match, which is going to be EVG versus KUIS Esports, right? So we'll be joining you soon after a short break.
Yeah, I remember. walking on the moon.
One moment to escape. Walking on the moon.
पिझ्झाता बोना बोना पिझ्झा बोना विस्नाता तुझे हेंडे पिझ्झा कन्या पिझ्झा बोना पिझ्झाता बोना बोना पिझ्झा बोना विस्नाता तुझे हेंडे पिझ्झा कन्या पिझ्झा बोना रहमीरे हम गैम दुदल्ला इरलोय बेबे हित गो फद्दा बनता ताजा कम गो फुराला डिलीवरी निकंग आवस बुलाला इने सुमे सुमे नुए हते नुए ए माले तिने फे नुए हते नुए उलु माले पिझ्झाता बोना बोना पिझ्झा बोना
Welcome back, guys, to Dhiraagu Supersonic by Glitch Gaming. We just had our first match of Day 8 happen just then, which was a match between ProFats Elite and Legacy Esports. And we've seen some really interesting developments on this match as well, something we didn't expect to see, which was one team dominating the whole field. Now, let's go into details. Munis and Yube, why don't you tell me what just happened?
Well,
All right,
I'd like to say,
let's have you start, Yube. I think you
Well,
can get
I'd
a
like
little
to
bit more
say-
technical.
Yeah, when the game started, we expected it to be more grounded, I guess. I don't know what led us to believe Legacy Esports was not capable for the aerials and stuff we saw. It was really... It's like they've been always able to do it, but we never really understood, like in the other games they could do the same thing. But today they showed it off like really well. And most of the goals later onwards were solo goals, like there was like no setups whatsoever. And Profats just couldn't hold a candle to them.
That's true.
Domination, that's what we saw, right? But luckily, not domination to the level of that versus Clockwise. That one was just something else. But here again, a perfect sweep, and we have more than 5 goals almost every time. So clearly, Legacy Esports are a good team. It's just that they had the really bad luck of being matched up against the Baguettes first and foremost, right? So, and then against Storm. So a perfect storm of events. The 2 top teams in that group, they went against them. So we kind of got the impression that perhaps they were not one of the high-level teams, but they are. It's just that there's a hierarchy that seems to be forming that has like a high level of play and an even higher level of play, right?
Yeah.
So we saw Legacy Esports do really well this time around, and I think that they've won a lot of respect from me, at least as a team, and it's great to see. And ProFats Elite, the kind of goals that they scored, it was those gutsy kind of goals, and I like that too.
Yeah, one of the first things that I would like to note, because we're playing Rocket League here, is that the aesthetics were really, really interesting to note in this match as well. We got Usopp with his Batmobile.
Yeah.
Right, Soge King was back in his Batmobile for the second match. I was paying attention to that because I was expecting to see that in the first match as well. And then we got the first TW airstrike in this entire tourney. 2 of them, right? I think, yeah, we got 2 airstrikes this time. It was pretty, and then the mic drops and everything happening, because those are like basically the goal celebrations you see in this game. For any viewers who are surprised to see a mic just appear out of nowhere. All right, but another thing
It's a
we'd
feature,
like
not
to
a bug, right?
yeah, it's not something we put there. And another interesting thing that we saw was Chili Sauce. He broke his own record with his third own goal of this tournament.
Oh, well done.
Don't be Silly Sauce, please. But then again, I'm hoping I saw a very big improvement in the way they were playing as well as the second and third match happened. But Legacy Esports, I would like to commend the manager of Legacy as well. Your team is pretty good, okay? Have faith in them. All right, because you can see something really impressive happening in the fourth match of the group league, like the group stage as well. And now the next match we've got, before we discuss about that, I would like to remind everyone to type GG in the chat of whichever stream that you're watching, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, and you stand a chance to win either a Muscle case or a free pizza. All right, there's exciting prizes. Those are actually really exciting prizes given we're in Ramadan right now. Okay, guys, take it, go for it. And any discussions, I actually would like to, ask a question for our viewers as well. Which one is your favorite goal celebration? Right?
Oh yeah, that's a great question. I would love to hear what the answers that come up are.
Yeah, and who's playing next tonight, guys? What's the most
Taking a
interesting
look
match
at
tonight?
the list here, we have EVG versus KUIS Sports, a Group D match, right? So far we've seen EVG win one match, and we have also seen them lose one match. And the one match they lost was on day 2 against 13, and that match was lost with a score of 2-3, right? So what this means is that these guys really struggled right up to the hilt to not just concede to 13, but it was a very close call. So this was their loss, and their win was against Vololo Esports in a perfect sweep, right? So I would say that EVG is a pretty good team. So far, they've shown themselves to be one of the high-level teams, and KUIS Esports as well, when we did see them the one time they've played so far, went up against Vololo, and they are the people who managed to go through with a clean sweep, the one and only clean sweep in the tournament so far, which basically, to the uninitiated, means 3 wins with no goals from the opponents. So a clean sweep.
All right, so we've got an exciting match ahead. I keep saying this because I know this is going to be true. I hope I'm not jinxing it. I know I jinxed it by saying we had a balanced match earlier. So I should stop describing the match before it happens.
We have a match coming up.
You tell me, what sort of a match is going to happen next?
Well, I would say EVG is gonna. Well, I don't want to say, but I think I'll have to say EVG is gonna sweep like the floor, the roof, the kitchen, and the other team as well.
You really think that EV? Oh, you're saying this so that the opposite will come true and it'll become more of an even match, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying. Yeah.
all right. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna say that KUIS Esports is gonna clean sweep the game. Clean sweep number 2 coming up. Trying to jinx myself.
Guys. I'm gonna shut up and I will catch you guys later. Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
Hi everyone. So it's just the two of us at the moment. Day 8 of Dhiraagu Supersonic, and it's gonna be EVG versus KUIS Esports. And jokes aside, it looks to be 2 very equal teams, right? If the performance that EVG has been showing so far is indicative of anything, this is a high-level team. And KUIS Esports with that clean sweep, nothing to laugh at. So, Yube, realistically, what are we looking at here?
Realistically, I'd say the first match is gonna be kinda even, and then like whoever like gets the first scoring would start to have an upper hand. But yeah, after the first match, we'd know how to gauge out which team's gonna be, dominating, or if it. I mean, it looks like it can't be a clean sweep. Like 2 teams,
I
they have.
really don't think it's gonna be no.
They have
Anyway,
good records on each side. And we're going to see something really different tonight.
I hope so. 5 minutes on the clock, and we have kickoff. Killen clears the ball immediately. And KUIS Esports clears the ball right back, and Nizzo sends it back, bounces it off the wall, but KUIS Esports is already clearing it. Trezzo sends it back in. Oh, KUIS Esports knocks it out of the way to clear it, and Nizzo sends it back in again. I'll admit it, the ball is very much on the KUIS Esports side of the pitch, but there is no denying that they're not letting it anywhere near the goal. Killen now bringing the ball close, but the defender is there. See, this looks to be rather evenly matched as far as play goes, even though these guys haven't managed to make it all the way to the front. Oh, look at that, there they are. They're still putting up a really good fight against the EVG side of the pitch, and a near miss for KUIS Esports. 4 minutes 8 seconds in, neither team is giving each other like much room to breathe. Leox, Ostrich, nice name. Now EVG are trying to defend, but Ostrich creates a great opportunity. Ooh, what a near miss. There should have been somebody there. Come on, guys. Killen now trying to clear the ball. Still very much on the EVG side of the pitch. It tries to clear it, but gets completely intercepted by the opponent. Titan.
So far, this is a back and forth for EVG and KUIS. I mean, at the start, EVG was like more on the offense and keeping the ball on that side. Now KUIS is on the other.
Ooh, and we have the goal for EVG against KUIS Esports. That was Killen player that did that. Take a look at that replay. What do you think of that one, you guys? Good goal or just a mistake? Mistake on
I'd
the
say it was a nice attempt and more for a mistake on KUIS' side. Because three of them were there at the back, but none of them reacted or challenged them.
Ooh. Trezzo scores
EVG
again.
is a really
Just catching them off
solid game
guard.
plan. Yeah, I had that kickoff. Nice.
These guys, they're just like waking up right now. KUIS Esports, what are you doing? You did a clean sweep before. Don't let EVG do the same to you. Could my prediction be coming true? Leox.
You can already see EVG winning most of the challenges, like which puts KUIS Esports in a really dangerous position. I mean, if they lose this one,
this is the second match that they're playing, so they'll be definitely in a really bad position. Ooh, Ostrich scores for KUIS Esports. That is what I'm talking about. The score now stands at 2-1, and they're just one goal away from equalizing. 3 minutes 2 seconds in, it is almost a guarantee that there's a great opportunity to score. They have enough time, more than enough time actually. And we have Kickoff. KUIS Esports sending it deep into the EVG side. Trezzo going for it, missing. Now an opportunity is created. Leox scores! Oh no, he doesn't. He just attacked him, but unfortunately it did not go in. Very long-range challenge by EVG. Ooh, nice defending by Leox.
yeah, that
I was
was
hoping
like
he would score.
really fast on the defense.
Yeah, he was already back there after making such a close attempt at the goal. Great opportunity created. Titan taking the ball towards the goal. Nice defending by EVG. Titan once again sending the ball towards the goal, creating a great opportunity for no one in particular. And his teammate Leox now sending the ball towards the goal. Ooh! Ooh! Ostrich scores the second goal for KUIS Esports. 2-2. 2 minutes 20 seconds on the clock. You bet. We're back to square one. What do you think?
Yeah, esports bring in this huge pressure for EVG. They're not letting their guard down, and just now there was like 4 attempts at a goal, and then they finally got it in.
Yeah, that takes dedication, and that's got to put a lot of pressure on EVG's side as well. I think this might be the hardest match they've had so far, aside from 13. Leox now heading towards the ball. Titan currently has it. Trezzo now chasing the ball. I wonder what he's going to do with it. I think he's trying to clear it. Okay, and he succeeds with the clear, and Titan is there to defend. And he also clears the ball. I think he's trying to make something happen. Ball goes towards the EVG side of the goal, but it's swatted away by the defenders. Kalen. 1 minute 40 seconds on the clock and counting. These guys are just thrashing each other. Hey, open goal. Come on, Nizo. This is your thing. Trezzo is waiting over there. And interception by the defenders. Ooh, very close. They need to clear this and soon. And look at that. Nizo scores another goal for EVG. 3-2 now is the score. 1 minute 27 seconds. Once again, we do have enough time to equalize. So I think that with this match, the end result is just going to be a difference of just about a single goal. At least if the way that they're playing right now is any indication. And anyway, Kickoff.
Yeah, I don't think KUIS is gonna let them do whatever they want. Two teams are fairly even, and Leox having a really, really good mechanics. He's a good player to keep your eye on.
He's pulled off some really wild and crazy. Ooh, what a near miss! That could have been a goal. Come on, guys. Another attack.
Trezor and Nizar, they're like a dynamic duo. A lot of setups on the backboard and really strong offense.
1
but
minute
Quiz always
remaining.
pays it back with the clears. So it's a really even match right now.
Oh my god, they're still thrashing the Quiz Esports side of the pitch. Trezor now. Come on, Quiz Esports. Equalize, go into overtime. That's what we like to see. We like to see those tense situations. Don't just let them get away with this. Ooh, very close to the. Oh, that could have been a goal. That was such a close opportunity. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. I'm so rooting for you right now. Quiz Esports, you can't let this stand. Yes, attack. Less than 20 seconds on the clock at EVG. My goodness, Quiz Esports is just throwing everything they have at the goal right now. Come on, 10 seconds remain, and the pressure is still on. You guys got this. One, come on. If you score it now, you're gonna go into overtime, and that is totally what we want. Oh my god, look at that. EVG manages to win the first match. That was not an easy win. Whew. Close one. Yube, let's take a look at these stats, and I would love to hear your thoughts on what we just saw.
Well,
the excellence we just saw.
From the beginning of the match, EVG was mostly on the offense, and Trezor and Nizo with with the duo setups all the time. And then later into the game, Quiz Esports stepped up their oppressive offense really well, and then EVG could not really hold up to it.
I see.
And I'd
So,
like to
what do you
mention
think that...
Leox is a player to look out for. His mechanics are really good.
I can absolutely see what you mean by that. And tell me, so if you were on Quiz Esports side right now, what would they need to do right now to adjust to what we just saw from EVG? Like, what are their weaknesses right now?
They should continue on with the game plan they have. Even though there are a few mistakes here and there, but they're still fairly even, and then the oppressive offense we saw at the end of the game is something they can employ to win the next match. I'd say they can take the next one really easily.
Yes, go on.
Yeah, and EVG, on the other hand, they need to focus a bit on their defensive. Other than that, it's really good.
Right, and while you are saying that, I do think that EVG is particularly vulnerable to that aggressive offense, as we saw, right? When they start hammering these balls in, there's no way that EVG is able to keep up the defense for a very long time. Once again, the ball goes at the EVG side of it early on this time in the match, so that's pretty cool to see. Titan with a great opportunity, but couldn't really do much. Ostrich now. Ooh, going for the ball. Higher for the Tiger, buddy. Great opportunity created for the rest of his team, but there is no one to score, or is there? Look at that. Another attack. The defender doing a lot of work there for EVG. Titan now preventing them from clearing the ball. This is what I like to see. Come on. Yes! Quiz Esports scores the first goal 4 minutes 29 seconds in. Less than a minute, and these guys are back, baby. All right.
They're bringing in the momentum from last match, and that oppressive offense really working out for them.
Exactly. EVG is struggling to deal with it when these guys are just all on the offensive. Trezor now sending the ball towards the Quiz Esports side for the first time in this game. Now it's been cleared, but the player got demoed, so maybe not for long. Killin now sending it back into the Quiz Esports side, going for the goal, and nicely defended by Quiz Esports. That is what we like to see. Currently, there's 1 goal scored by Quiz Esports, and all they gotta do is score a little bit more to widen the gap. Because back here, as spectators, we like to see games that are really close. So, give us a 3-2, whoever wins. Oh, what a close opportunity that was. Another really great opportunity for EVG, but the defense is just incredibly solid. Titan now taking the ball towards the EVG side of the pitch. That was a dangerous moment. Ostrich once again creating something. His teammate was not quite able to capitalize on that one. Leox now patiently waiting for the ball. Could this be something? Titan sending it back again. The goal is empty. Come on, guys. This is an opportunity. Oh, my God. Quiz Esports, that could have been goal number 2. Come on. Don't let these guys go all the way back. Like, oh, careful. Okay, great bit of defending there by KUIS Esports. Usually I'm a lot more neutral on the stance when it comes to commentary, but I kind of am a little bit on KUIS Esports side for one reason. I want to see an even and a long game. So I'd like to see the teams get tied for wins. So that's why I want to see this game go on as long as possible. These guys are great when they play together. 2 minutes, 50 seconds, and counting. Killing now. Ooh, and Nizzo scores the equalizer for EVG. The pressure's on for KUIS Esports to score one more or even more to widen the gap, because otherwise they're gonna be in a bad position with EVG crawling ever so close to the victory. But either way, this is a very even match. This is the kind of rocket
I mean,
that
we haven't seen much of
to see.
Trezor and Nizzo, and now it's like he heard us.
Oh no, that is goal number 2. I think that was just an unexpected goal there, you know? Nizzo created the opportunity
it was
for
like
Trezor.
a good setup from the kickoff. Like the second man was waiting for the ball. Like he reacted instantly for that one.
Yeah, I think that it might have been planned. If it was, that's pretty impressive. Ooh, the ball going towards the EVG side of the pitch. KUIS Esports now once again in pressure. 2 minutes and 32 seconds and counting. Titan and his teammates trying to clear the ball. They finally do. Ostrich going for the ball, but was not fast enough. Looks like EVG is sending it all the way back. They're gonna have to do something real drastic here. Nizzo. Killing. It's still killing. They're trying to create an opportunity for Nizzo, but not all the most accurate hit. Leon sending it all the way forward.
Has been a little bit more, what should I say? Like they're like challenging EVG a lot right now.
Oh, okay,
like,
more aggressive then.
Yeah. It looks like they're not giving them a chance to like set up, because Trezor and Nizzo normally like they're really good with the setup, so they're actually trying to shut them down now. So it's a really good tactic from KUIS.
I think that's working out for them as well. I mean, aside from the score, they're doing really well. Leox killing now, trying to make an opportunity for himself, but 3 defenders now trying to stop him. Trezor
Yeah,
raining the ball in front of the goal, but unfortunately no goal. Nizzo now. Leox. Still Leox. Ostrich. They're still not able to clear the ball, so it's very dangerous. Oh, nice attack by Nizzo, but the accuracy wasn't there, but Dylan was there to clean it up. Looks like it's 3-1. KUIS Esports, come on, guys, what are you doing? You had the... This isn't what we wanted to see. Alright, we are back to Kickoff. 1 minute and 7 seconds on the clock. Is it enough to score 2 goals? Statistically, yes. But Trezor and Nizzo and Killen are not going to make it easy for KUIS Esports. They're taking the ball forward once again with KUIS Esports all rushing for the defense. Nicely defended there by Titan. Nice clear by KUIS Esports, but can they capitalize on this one? Ooh, it doesn't look like they can. And Killen once again sends the ball high up into the air and slowly encroaching into the KUIS Esports side before it is sent back. And Trezor sends it back, and Titan sends it back again. Nizzo, with 30 seconds remaining, I don't think they have enough time to really catch up right now. But Killen is still trying to create an opportunity to score. Trezor now going for the goal. Could this be one? Oh, what a near miss. What a near miss. That was 2-3 attacks we saw in the span of seconds just now. And just like that, Killen scores goal number 4. We have 10 seconds on the clock. I think it's safe to say that EVG has scooped this one up. What do you think is going on with KUIS Esports right now, Yube?
Well, their defense seems to be a bit punched up. They need to fix it up in the comms. And, you know, like, at the beginning of the match, they were really oppressive with the offense, so they should try that again. EVG is certainly good with kickoffs and in the offense, but KUIS needs to improve their defense.
What a close call for EVG. KUIS Esports just now. Hey, look at that. EVG won. Sorry to interrupt you. Please continue. Let's take a look at the stats and incorporate that into our talk as well.
I mean, constant pressure will always give teams the win. The opponent, like, the boost, whoever has boost is like, has more leverage to make plays. So, that is something both teams need to consider. And then the rotations from EVG was really clean, but KUIS Esports, even though the offense is oppressive, they need to like talk on the comms and make a better defense. They're too bunched up together, and there's like triple, double commits on the defense, which leaves Trezor and Nizo to do their pass play and setups. So
They were initially just shutting down the team, but somehow... Sorry, no, not the team. They were shutting down Trezor and Nizo initially, but now they seem like these guys have free reign, right? So I wonder
don't know
what
what
changed.
changed.
Yeah,
I don't know what changed either. I feel like it's the defense, the hole in it, but the pressure and probably the lack of boost from one side is really getting to them.
So they're being boost starved, basically. It's that tactic that you were talking about before, right? Seems to be working pretty well, so maybe we might be seeing a lot more of that when teams are this evenly matched. Seems to be a very valid tactic to give the other team some sort of disadvantage when it comes to making plays.
Yeah, but I feel like KUIS can like make a stop to this clean sweep every night they are here. I have faith in them.
Well, there are no more clean sweeps left in this game because both teams have scored. But it looks like it might be a perfect sweep.
Perfect sweep. Yeah, perfect.
Unless, no worries. Unless a KUIS Esports manages to win a couple, it looks like it's going to be another perfect sweep, which is something I definitely don't want to see. All right? I mean, it's nice to see and all, but I've seen like a million of them by now, not literally. And I'm hoping to see more even matches. This is why, so far, I would say one of the most memorable matches have actually been EVG versus 13, because it was 3-2, right? And another super memorable match was the reverse sweep, right? Which was switch tactics versus 13. So
look at that. KUIS
Esports scored the first goal. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, Ostrich. Now keep it up and don't let Nizo and Trezor do their thing. And Nizo and Trezor, do your thing. Don't let these guys stop you. But anyway, ball goes deep into the EVG side. Titan going for it, but missed that one. Unfortunate. The defender now, I think it's Killin, trying to clear it, and he definitely succeeds. Ball slowly going towards the dangerous side of the KUIS Esports side of the pitch. Nizo sets it up for Killin. KUIS Esports scores again! Titan with goal number 2, 4 minutes, 6 seconds. Hell yeah! This is what I want to see.
Is KUIS Esports making a comeback with this one? I mean,
I hope so.
Yeah, the offense is still pretty good, and EVG kind of saw on the rotations again. Are they having trouble with the comms?
I hope they're
Maybe
not confident or something. You know, like, I hope that they're taking this seriously, because they could very well lose here. Anyway, Titan now created a great opportunity. Ooh, what a near miss. Listen, again, I'm going to highlight that this is probably the most important game in this match, right? Because this one's going to decide whether EVG is going to have the perfect sweep or whether KUIS Esports stands a chance for the reverse sweep. So it's very much up in the air right now. We can talk about how the next game, if KUIS Esports wins, is equally important, but this one really determines the tone of the match. Leox now twice created an opportunity, made a great attempt at the goal, but he missed. Ugh, that sucks. Come on, KUIS Esports, you guys are doing fantastically well right now. EVG, you guys could use a little calming down and perhaps going back to basics. Where's the team play that we know from you guys? 3 minutes, 10 seconds and counting.
yeah, EVG has that pass play really, like, that's the thing. But KUIS Esports now using the oppressive offense to keep them in bay.
Ooh, another bunch of attacks by KUIS Esports. These guys are just hammering it in.
I'd say KUIS Esports is like the 2 goals they got is very expected. Now they need to hold the defense and make sure they get this match.
What a great defending that was. I think that these guys are actually doing a really smart thing where instead of simply falling back, they're pushing the ball to the EVG side. So the pressure is on these guys to not let goals in and put them on the defensive, which wastes a lot of time for them. Time that could be spent scoring. And look at that, they've created a great opportunity, but the defender was patiently waiting. Nice rotations here, I think. Ostrich now trying to clear the ball and create an opportunity as well. Ooh, and it is immediately returned by EVG. Great opportunity created here. Nizo. Oh, what a close one there. Don't concede any goals to them. Less than 2 minutes left. 1 minute 55 seconds left and counting. Killin now. It seems that EVG is relentlessly attacking. They're not letting this go at all. Ooh, the ball goes dangerously close to the EVG side of the goal. And Nizo now trying to clear it. Going unchallenged. Oh, wait, there it is. Leox with the challenge. All right, Leox now dropping the ball in front of the goal. And oh, what a near miss for KUIS Esports. That could have been goal number 3. Another opportunity. Killin now waiting for the ball, trying to clear it. And Leox intercepts. Nice interception. You're really putting the pressure on these guys now. Trezzo and Leox both going for the ball, but KUIS Esports returns it once again. Oof, what is happening right now? Ostrich really being a spanner in the works. Is this a setup? Or is this a clear? Looks like it's a clear, but Titan's the one waiting for the ball. And now they're both challenging it in the air. It looks like Leox wins that one, and Nizo steals it from him. 1 minute remain, and KUIS Esports are on fire! Oh my god! Third goal for KUIS Esports without conceding a single goal to EVG. Love to see it. I am so happy right now. 56 seconds. Please keep this up. Maybe he scores some more. I don't know. I'm just really happy to see this team performing right now.
You know, KUIS Esports, like, they're bringing in this counterplay and totally taking EVG by storm. I guess EVG, they haven't been able to clean up the rotations. Probably, I don't know, it's kind of...
Nice. Oh my goodness! Goal number 4! Despite the fact that Leox got demoed, he managed to set it up for his teammate who just beautifully knocked it in. Oh, I'm sorry, Leox performed the demo. Either way, that was gorgeous. Gorgeous! Alright, KUIS Esports, we have another kickoff. Let's go. I'm loving this. I'm living for this right now. I'm so happy. I love it. I'm hoping to see some sort of reverse sweep situation because that would just be the best, right? Anyway, 30 seconds remain. EVG still to score a single goal, and KUIS Esports is at 4. Okay, Nizo scores 1 goal. Nicely done. Not to understate it at all, but yeah, 24 seconds on the clock. 3 goals. If anybody can do it, it's probably these guys. So let's see how this goes. Once again, as I mentioned before, if KUIS Esports wins this one, they still stay in the match. They still stand a chance to win the match, although they need a perfect sweep. Sorry, a reverse sweep to make that happen. But EVG just needs 1 more win to take the whole thing, which lights a very different sort of fire under them. 12 seconds remain on the clock. Ostrich mounting another attack. I think he missed the ball there. Titan missing the ball there as well, rushing to the defense. 3, 2, 1, and the ball's still live. And here we go. KUIS Esports with their first win of the match. That's awesome. Let's take a look at these stats right now. Yube, you were able to hear me? What do you think that this game is gonna go? What do you think of this game so far? In which direction do you think things are gonna go, right? And I think he has some technical difficulties, so in the meantime, while he's figuring that out, I'll take a moment to talk about it. 4 shots for Ostrich, 3 for Titan, 2 for Leox. Looks like this team has been on fire. They've done plenty of saves and plenty of assists as well, earning a lot of points here, KUIS Esports. EVG, once again, are in a position where just 1 more win can get them the entire match. But if KUIS Esports wins this one, they are 1 step closer towards winning through that reverse sweep. If they pull off a reverse sweep, I am gonna be so happy because people may know. Will EVG press the panic button? Will they freak out? Or will KUIS Esports be able to come up and pull off a reverse sweep? If anybody's been listening to this since day 1, I've talked about the reverse sweep a few times before. It's like literally my favorite thing to see in Rocket League, right? So the way that it works is, let's say that it's a best of 5, and one team has won 2, so they only need 1 more to win. So the other team, which is on the losing position, comes back, wins 3 games in a row. That's the reverse sweep. A beautiful thing to see, right? It is the ultimate underdog story. But anyway, we have 5 minutes on the clock and we have kickoff. Titan making an attempt on the EVG side of the pitch at the goal. Look at that. They finally managed to clear and the defenders are rushing to the defense like Leox. I don't think that was the catch that he quite wanted. Ooh, nice clear by Titan. Could this be an opportunity? And Leox patiently waits and creates one for himself, but the defenders, they're getting in the way, trying to really not make anything cool happen. But anyway, nice bit of defending by EVG, but the ball's been cleared, and Titan now. Nizo attacking the goal, and ooh, nice defending. Oh, was it a near miss? Hard to tell from this angle, but either way, it wasn't a goal. 4 minutes, 12 seconds in, Leox now takes the ball all the way up in the front, and Ostrich scores the first goal for KUIS Esports. Welcome back, Yube. That was the first goal for KUIS Esports. They've taken the early lead once again. This might be a reverse sweep.
Yeah.
And we have kickoff, 4 minutes, 9 seconds on the clock. This time it's EVG who get the first touch. Trezzo sending it towards the goal, but the other team trying to clear. Ooh, another dangerous attack. They really shouldn't let these two do a lot. Alright, another attack, a setup, I think, for Killen, but he couldn't quite reach it, so now it's Nizo. Who's going to be challenging Nizo? It's Titan. Trezzo just waiting behind him, creates an opportunity, and nice defending by KUIS Esports. Well done. Killen now dangerously circling the ball while Ostrich tries to clear it. Ooh, Trezzo attacks the goal, and it's been well defended. Nizo now going towards the ball, trying to make something happen, while Titan tries to clear. Leox with the ball, sending it towards the EVG side of the goal. Ooh, what a near miss! Oh, another near miss! Oh my goodness! This is insane! Oh, another near miss for KUIS Esports. This is not cool. What is happening right now? Okay, another opportunity being created. Trezzo trying to clear it. Can he do it? I think so. Oh, interception coming in, and here we go. It's back inside the EVG side of the pitch. Things are heating up. Those were just a bunch of attacks, just that none of them really made it in, but not because of EVG, it was just luck, alright? Oh, another attack, great opportunity, and Titan scores for KUIS Esports, goal number 2. Oh my god, I am hyped. Please give me the reverse sweep. I'll be super happy to see it, alright? Well done, KUIS Esports. 2 goals in 2 minutes, 46 seconds. Yube, looks like we're finally getting there.
Yeah.
A good reverse sweep we might be seeing, you know, because it looks like KUIS Esports is definitely controlling the game very much so. Trezzo and Nizo are nowhere to be seen. We mentioned these players because these are notable players on the EVG side. Of course, Killen has scored some pretty fantastic goals as well. Ostrich now making an opportunity for his teammates. Ooh, another near miss, and scores the 3rd goal for KUIS Esports. Yes, 2 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock, and he scores again. What a weird setup. That was just a huge mess. But KUIS Esports managed to clean up the mess, and EVG is definitely feeling the pressure right now. What do you think, Yube? I think your idea of them just going on the attack seems to be working. Ooh! Yeah. Dangerous opportunity there, and that mistake from KUIS Esports has been capitalized on by EVG. First goal of the match for them, of the game for them, 2 minutes 13 seconds in. This is swinging wildly, y'all. It's crazy. Alright, we want to see KUIS Esports win, so it becomes 2-2, and then, you know, like maybe a reverse sweep. But either way, this is a very hard-fought match, and just to remind you, if EVG wins even once, that's the match. Right? We're like basically on like the edge of the blade right now, you know, like it's very close. Ooh, another attempt, and EVG scores their 2nd goal. My goodness, are they going to equalize? This is terrifying. There's only 1 goal remaining for them to equalize. KUIS Esports is definitely in trouble now. Whew, what is even going to happen? There's 1 minute 53 seconds remaining, and a lot can happen. So let's see kickoff. Nizo. Killen sends the ball into the KUIS Esports side, but it is cleared almost immediately. Now they're trying to create an opportunity for themselves. I think that's Titan over there, raining the ball towards the goal, and what a near miss. Ostrich with another miss. This is terrible. Come on, guys. 1 minute 30 seconds remaining. This is game time, you know? Like, there's no chance. Do not let them score. They are so close to the equalizer. Trezzo now. EVG putting wonderful amounts of pressure on KUIS Esports just really ratcheting up the tension right now. Ooh! Ooh! Another near miss and another near miss! Oh my goodness, Trezzo scores the equalizer 1 minute 9 seconds in. Do you think that we're gonna see overtime, Yube? Because it seems like we're about to get there. I think that Yube is still having a little bit of a difficulty on his end, so I'll keep going. 1 minute 9 seconds on the clock, and we have kickoff. I'm currently very much on the side of KUIS Esports, not because I think, like for any personal reason, it's just that I want to see the game go on longer. And look at that, Trezzo scores goal number 4. KUIS Esports' chances of the reverse sweep, heck, even staying in the game, have drastically just gone down. 1 minute, 1 second to score one more goal to go into overtime, or at least score more than that and keep going. Let's see what happens. We have kickoff. Nizo immediately takes control of the ball. Ostrich now rushing to steal the ball. Titan trying to clear it, and he somewhat succeeds. There's a great opportunity here. What's gonna happen now? Ooh, ball just very close to the EVG side of the pitch, and now they're taking it back. Titan trying to clear it, but not getting the touch that he wanted. Okay, he manages to clear it. Can he make something happen here? Trezzo clears that one. Ostrich now on the defense, less than 33 seconds remaining. And Nizo now, Leox, 30 seconds remain. And if KUIS Esports cannot score a goal within the next 30 seconds, they lose, like for real, right? So they are on fire right now. Oh, near miss again. How long will this luck hold out? Less than 10 seconds in. Trezzo rushing to defend. Leox going for the ball and raining it towards the goal. Could this be an opportunity? Nope. The defender sends it away. The time stands at 0-0-0. And ooh, the ball is still alive. If they manage to score even once right now, oh, unfortunately, KUIS Esports could not. And EVG takes takes the match. There you go. That was 3 wins for EVG and 1 win for KUIS Esports, but not for the lack of trying. That was very, very hard fought. Well done, EVG, and well done, KUIS Esports. Wow. After that extremely intense match, and while Yube gets his stuff sorted out, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back for the next match. Just to remind everybody, which is MSK versus PROFATS NONPAREIL. MSK so far shown to be one of the top teams in their group, and PROFATS NONPAREIL, this is their first match. So thanks for joining us, and type in chat. That being said, let's take a short break, huh? Give our voices.
No more pain. shit. Yeah, you check for my vitals, think I need revival. Broken down and fading, my heart keeps breaking.
Caught up in the storm, but all the survivors looking up for love in a little bit of darkness. Hold each other up, 'cause we're falling down, never give it up, because we are the fighters.
Caught up in the storm, but all the survivors looking up for love in a little bit of darkness. Hold each other up when we're falling down, never give it up, because we are the fighters. Caught up in the storm, but all the survivors looking up for love in a little bit of darkness. Hold each other up when we're falling down, never give it up, because we are the fighters.
You wanna know my feelings every time I look in your eyes. Baby, I can feel your energy, it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I. You wanna know my feelings every time I look in your eyes. Baby, I can feel your energy, it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I. too far to say that we cannot pretend now. Was it never enough to have just everything you want? In your shadow I found a place to hide me from my own thoughts. And if I ever got lost, you find a way to bring me home. And I want something I can hold. That's what this waiting cold. And I want something that is real, something to make me feel alive.
ರಾಜ್ಯ ಕುದಿ ರೀತಿ ರತ್ತಕುಗೆ ಬೇರು ಮಾಸಿಂಗ ನು ಕಂಡುತಕುಗ ವ್ಯಾಕಫಾ ದುವ್ವ ರಕ್ಕ ತೆರಿಕಂದಿ ಕಂಡುತಕುಗೆ ಮಿ ದಿರುಂ ಹೋದ ಕಂಡುಂ ಹೋದಿ ಕಂಡು ರೋದಿ
ಏರುಗೆ ರಹ ಮಾಂದು ಮಸ್ತಳು
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Dhiraagu Supersonic by Glitch Gaming. That match we just saw a few minutes ago was one of the most interesting, most exciting matches we've seen. It was something that felt like what Moonis mostly enjoys.
A good underdog story.
Yep, those two teams were some of the best teams in this league so far, and it was really, really nice to see such a high level of skill. Now, before I go into like details with you guys, there were a few things that I noticed that I think we should mention. One of the most important things that the technical team has been reminding me to tell you guys is that Ostrich was using a certain car. I think it was called a Valcon, and it was the first time we're seeing that car in this tourney, and it was pretty impressive as well. Since we were talking about aesthetics earlier,
yeah, it's the one with the nice blades near the front, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet
not
car.
a car that many people uses, as I've noticed.
Yeah.
Normally, the fan favorite is Octane or Fennec.
Which is what we talked about, yeah.
I think we had a really close, like, how can I say, a close draw between the two. And then another thing I noticed was the level of skill, like we were mentioning, the level of skill in those matches was amazing. The goals were so well set up, and there was so much, like, how can I say, skillful moves, skillful turns and twists and flips. And one of the things, I think I might be getting this wrong, but Leox actually managed to pull off a flip reset in the third match as well. Did you guys?
Did look like that, right? Like where all the wheels of the ball, the car kind of touched the ball like on the underside, and then he kind of got his boost back, right?
Yeah, his flip.
He
got an extra flip. Yeah.
Yeah, an extra flip. Yes.
Can you tell us how difficult it is to do?
Well, honestly, it's something like top tier teams can pull off. Like I myself have never been able to do a flip reset. So yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing at least one.
Hard like trick to manage. So props to Leox. I mean, we always noticed he was like good mechanically. Like you'd see him do things like very unexpected things. Most like in the match, even though EVG was dominating. Well, I wouldn't say dominating, winning, because it was a nice back and forth. You know.
That last match, though, you know, my heart was in my hands basically. KUIS Esports game so close to winning, and it just turned completely around. My dream of a reverse sweep was smashed to pieces.
Talking about getting smashed, did you see in the fourth match there was a moment of Omewa Mo Shinderu happening? And Ostrich, like that one goal in that match where Ostrich was the point man with the ball, and then we were spectating from the side of the defending, the goalkeeper, and I just saw the screen explode, and I'm like, whoa, that was a good play. Did you notice how Leox just went ahead and demoed the goalkeeper, clearing play for the goal? So I'm just expecting in the highlight reel to see something like that. Oh no.
Nothing personal, kid, right? Yeah, I've also did notice that there were a little bit more demos than I expected, right? Which might actually just be...
we noticed a lot of demos.
Yeah, both teams might have just been employing that tactic as the way to break the stalemate, because it's very clear that skill-wise they're very evenly matched. So it comes down to tactics and tricks. And it seems that EVG, the early lead they got, really came to help them out in the end. And KUIS Esports, for taking so long to get into form, they paid dearly for that one.
Yube, I've got a question. We've seen so much skill. I keep mentioning this, but which team between EVG and KUIS had the best team plays, had the most playmaking between them?
Well, EVG tends to have a really good offense, like Trezor and Nizo, they have this chemistry between them. So they have a better team play because their rotations and stuff are really smooth. But KUIS got this unpredictability, and they got Leox doing his thing where I would say he's mechanically really good. So EVG had a hard time dealing with that. And KUIS had this offense that was really oppressive, kind of cornered them. So EVG couldn't do what they do best, which is pass plays and then getting it into the goal. So a nice work there by KUIS, but I was really surprised when EVG turned it around ahead in the last minute. I feel like the pressure got to them and they kind of lost confidence in themselves. But
that's
so far, yeah,
possible.
KUIS is a
While you were
really good
talking
team.
about that, I totally agree with you there. KUIS is a really good team. I want to mention this as well. It would seem that the perfect counter for EVG's really pass-heavy play is to put all of them on the defensive. Just attack so aggressively that these guys don't have the opportunity to pass to each other. All they can do is defend. And for one match, it seemed to work so well that I think EVG genuinely had no idea what was going on, and the match was basically stolen away from them, right? That was match 3, if I'm not wrong. And it was so effective, but they immediately adjusted to it in the next game, and they didn't let it happen. And bit by bit, they got their groove back at the expense of KUIS Esports' cool-headedness, I would say. You could see that they were very much panicking towards the end. That aggression was gone, basically, which is kind of sad, really. But
I mean, I would answer my own question by saying that KUIS had a lot more different gameplays. They had a lot more, strategies they were employing, especially in the third and the fourth match. There was a lot of rotations that seemed very well choreographed, such as that demo as well. And there was a few goals that were one, double, triple touch, and then an attempt into the goal kind of situations as well. But one of the best things I noticed tonight was killing player. You're playing the wrong game, man. You are a snooker player. Those long shots were so good. I loved it. I love seeing those goals, man. Killing player 1, basically, was impressing me throughout the whole game as well. I mean, they were struggling.
He was a strong third man. Normally the third man's the one who sits at the back and then goes to clean up. So he's really good in that position. While Trezor and Nizo, the first and second man, they out there making the plays, the pass plays, not really going for the defense, as you've noticed, I think.
I guess the really good teamwork and the chemistry they have between the both of them makes them ideal to be midfielders and attackers both, just switching between as far as the needs go, right? While Killing Player exists as mainly a defensive person who also does advance to midfield and eventually to forward or attacker, depending on the need of the situation. But overall, I think they've got a pretty solid setup there. It's just whether they have the skill to make it happen. You saw that against 13 as well. These guys really struggled hard and didn't manage to win, but still put up a really good fight. And now against KUIS Esports, they have won. So this brings them, I think, up to 2 wins, right? EVG won against Wololo in a perfect sweep as well. So 2 wins, 1 loss. Not a bad place to be.
All right, so before we move on, I would like to remind everyone who's watching the stream, type GG in the chat and stand a chance to win a Muscle case from Mandumas or a pizza from Pizza Boner. And no, you can't choose which one you win. That's up to the lucky draw. But another thing I'd like to add is that tomorrow night's highlight reel, I'm hoping it's going to be titled Top 10 Anime Plot Twists, because tonight's game was pretty interesting like that. We didn't know what to expect. Who's coming up next, guys? We've got PROFATS NONPAREIL and playing against MSK. What do you think about this match? Just give me a very short run through, because everybody's already on the edge of this match. They want to start. So let's give me in 2 sentences or less. What's gonna happen?
2 sentences or less. Okay.
I have 2. One is PROFATS NONPAREIL is not a team you should sleep on, and MSK is a team that has shown almost top tier levels of play. So it's gonna be really interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Nice.
agree with you there. First match for PROFATS NONPAREIL, high expectations on our end, and MSK, so far so good, so high expectations there as well. Two top teams clashing. Looking forward to it.
I'm not gonna jinx it. See you guys. Have fun.
All right, thanks a lot, Aksam. It looks like it's been handed over to us. Just to remind everybody, this is the third match of Day 8 of Dhiraagu Supersonic. This is a Group C match, right? So MSK is going to be taking on PROFATS NONPAREIL. And one of the interesting things about this match is this is PROFATS NONPAREIL's first match. And another interesting thing is that so far, each of these teams have won one match based on TC Chips Fraternity forfeiting. So these are the teams that are affected by it the most. Every point is going to matter in this particular match. I think they're going to be setting up the match a little bit longer. So, Yubet, what do you think about this game going forward? What do you think we're going to see? What are your expectations?
Is a pretty standard team that's got one strong attacker. I think Mahil. He made a lot of shots in the last and a lot of goals. And the two is mostly on the supporting and the defense. But PROFATS NONPAREIL, I feel like we're going to see juice levels of play here. Because I know some of the players on PROFATS NONPAREIL, so looking forward to what they have to offer. They've been training for a long time, and then they're like they're veterans. They've been playing for a really long time, so we're probably going to see a really good team. And then a lot of new tactics and probably really nice aerials.
I am excited to hear about all of that, especially the fact that they've been practicing for a long time. I'm looking forward to seeing the fruits of their labor. In fact, when their first match ended in a forfeit, I was super disappointed, right? Obviously, since we are the spectators and we're watching these games every single night, we want to see them happen. So it's very disappointing when things like this happen, but hey, finally it's time for them to make their debut. And it couldn't be at a better moment, I think.
So this player, Sam, I think he is apparently someone we need to look forward to because he's going to bring insane levels of skill to this game.
Yes, I'm very excited to see what these players that you've been mentioning will bring as well to the table. At the same time, MSK, they're no one to laugh at. They're no one to scoff at. They're also a very, very powerful team. So I'm looking forward to seeing a very even match. But if they are truly as good as Juice, as you've said, then maybe we might be seeing something very different.
Yeah, PROFATS NONPAREIL looks like one of the top tier teams for that group. And I don't know, we mostly know how to ghost them out once they start playing. I have really high hopes for them.
I am very much hoping that your hopes for PROFATS NONPAREIL and MSK both are, they come into fruition. But for now, I do know MSK, and I know them to be a really good team. And PROFATS NONPAREIL, this is their debut. So that being said, with 5 minutes on the clock, we're going to begin as soon as the technical team just gets set up there. And look at that, we have Kickoff. Oh my goodness, a goal already before we could even switch over. My God. Wow. Okay, PROFATS NONPAREIL. I'm paying attention. I'm awake. All right. That was 4 seconds into the game.
These kickoffs are really strong on PROFATS side. They take control really easily, and I think they're going to see a lot of pressure from them.
My God. Okay, so MSK now trying to pressure PROFATS NONPAREIL on their side of the pitch, but PROFATS clear and almost make an attack on the goal. That's just something else. Mohammad Rifshan now with a Maldivian flag on the car. Nicely done. Anyway, PROFATS NONPAREIL clear again, and MXG Pal over here trying to defend for MSK. Ooh, what a close miss there for PROFATS NONPAREIL. I feel like MSK is kind of getting dominated.
This is one of the most strongest offense I've seen. They're really aggressive. PROFATS NONPAREIL, we've probably never seen something like this.
Oh my God! I think that's Ishii, right?
Yeah,
that's how you pronounce that one. Yeah, that was a nice goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, Ishii then. Alright, nice goal there by Ishii. The second goal for ProFats NonPareil, and MSK has scored 0 so far. Wow. I'm really surprised. That being said, Pal takes it in. Ooh, what a near opportunity. That was close. That was real close. Hey, look at that! And for ProFats NonPareil, these guys are kind of dominating. You were right. This could be one of the stronger teams this time around. Someone to definitely look out for.
Yeah, Profats has a really good transition from offense to defense. Like, it's almost seamless, like how fast they go, and really strong offense. Like, we've seen like very accurate shots. Really, like the 1-2s
as
of
soon
Rockets,
as
like
they're in there, it's dangerous, right?
Yeah.
I think it's Samail, right? Ishii now.
Sam.
Ooh.
Sam.
Sam apparently is what the player likes to be called. Cool. Sam.
Yeah.
Alright, ProFats NonPareil now on the defense as MSK is trying to create an opportunity for themselves, but the goal, it doesn't really get a lot of action, I think. Mahil now trying to send the ball forward, but it is immediately returned by ProFats NonPareil. They clear, and Pal steals this one, trying to create an opportunity, and ooh! What a near miss for MSK. That's just bad luck. A now, our good friend. Nice interception
really
there by Sam.
defense, but the backboard stand up open, so MSK can set up really good goals from there.
It seems that they're having their hands full with ProFats NonPareil, basically leading them around by the nose, metaphorically speaking. Sam now going for the ball, and Pal sends it out of the way. Nice clear, and also a setup for his teammate. But nope, the defender got there first and sends the ball all the way towards the goal. Accuracy wasn't quite there, but that was enough to bring everybody rushing back. Mahil now trying to carry it away, but of course ProFats NonPareil is ready. Rifshan creating an opportunity, but the defender acts on it soon. 3 goals for ProFats NonPareil so far, an early lead, and they're maintaining it quite well. I think that MSK is under a lot of pressure.
When Profats,
Attack
like,
after
this
attack.
is their first game, I guess like most of the transition and the attacks are not that accurate, but so far we are seeing a lot of pressure by them and the good offensive transitions. Even though the defense could like get a bit of work, Profats is showing the clear signs of skill difference here.
Ooh, close attempt there by MSK. ProFats NonPareil is just, as you say, showing us the upper limits of the skill ceiling right now. They're amazing. I'm just quite taken aback. Wow, what to even say? 1 minute 14 seconds in, and it's just going this way and that way.
MSK are really nervous because Profats completely controlling the pace and the passing, and I guess like losing this one's gonna be kind of hard on the other team.
I think so too. MSK definitely would want to win this one because let's put it this way. Because of the forfeit, right? These guys are some of the teams that won by default, which means that they got no points for their win so far, at least. Which means that they would be struggling to kind of catch up with the MVPs and trying to make sure that they're still in the tournament in that sense as well. So these guys are playing really hard to make sure that they can score as many goals as they can and do really cool plays and earn as many points as well, I think. Right? But anyway, MSK now really hammering ProFats NonPareil goal. But unfortunately, nothing's going in. It's like there's a force field over there. A force field made up of 3 players, or maybe sometimes 1. Less than 10 seconds in, and it looks like it's going to be ProFats NonPareil for taking the first one. That didn't take very long, did it? Alright. ProFats NonPareil win the first one. Nicely done. Let's take a look at these stats. What do you think, Yuba?
Well, Profats really, like, they had a really good offense in the beginning, and it took a while for MSK to really get their group back on. But once MSK got it back on, like they could be able to set up for goals even though none of it got in. Like they also did kind of pressure there. But Profats, obviously the team with the better skill, and most of the like setups happened because the backboard's open. Profats need somebody on the back like looking out for it. 80% of goals are generated from the setup there.
I can definitely see what you mean now that you mention it. So let's talk about MSK. What do they need to do to bounce back from where they are?
Well, like later into the game, they started coming back, and most of the tactics they employed were pretty useful. They kept Profats from like scoring, so I would say they have a solid game plan right now, and they can use it to get back at them for the next match.
I am definitely hoping that they're able to pull that out of their hats. So as soon as the technical team is ready, we're ready to jump in as well for this third match of day 8 of Dhiraagu Supersonic by Glitch Gaming. And with 5 minutes on the clock, here we go. Ripshan misses that one. Ball on the Profats side of the pitch. I would be very surprised to see Profats win this one in a clean sweep. Wouldn't that be wild?
That would be really interesting, and I'd say they could pull it off.
Yeah, because so far as we've seen, they are such a skilled team on this high level that it's honestly quite intimidating to think about all the other teams they'll be facing them. Hey, nice goal there for Sam. Although I think the other player there just very nicely set it up, and the ball is just casually rolling away with the defender.
Yeah, and MSK, like the third man, was going up the wall, kind of confused and disoriented there, left it open. But the setup was
just
pretty
assumed
good.
that nobody would really capitalize on that one, right? That it could just roll out of the goal. But that's the mistake you make when you don't pay attention. But anyway, MSK now trying to create an opportunity. Al.
MSK, I feel like they're still a little bit too nervous because Profats kind of came out swinging.
Oh, what a close attack! Oh my god, that was a great. There was a great shot that became a great setup for another great goal. Sam with goal number 2. What do you think of this one? Right place, right time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're back to kickoffs once again, and less than 1 minute in, Profats already have 2 goals. Ishi, waiting for that opportunity. Oh! Oh my goodness! Less than 10 seconds after the last goal, Profats Nonpareil score again. This is insane.
Like, the skill here is pretty insane. MSK
yeah, we thought MSK was a good team because so far they've been playing really well. In fact, if you remember, MSK, let me take a look at my notes here. MSK perfectly swept against Technical. So that was their first win. And they won through forfeit, and now they're playing their second match, technically speaking. But in any case, Profats Nonpareil is making them look like they're just standing still, really.
Yeah, the pace, the kickoff fake kind of didn't work again for MSK.
And we have kickoff once again, 3 minutes 58 seconds and counting. Bunch of aerial exchanges happening here. A ball scarily close to the MSK side of the pitch once again. They're trying to clear it desperately, but Profats Nonpareil not letting that happen. This is kind of unusual because we know that MSK is a pretty talented team. So the fact that Profats Nonpareil is basically running circles around them says a lot about this team. And Rishvan scores again. 5th goal, 3 minutes 31 seconds on the clock. Wow. This is really something else, huh? He's having a little party there with that little animation playing. Nicely done. Alright, 3 minutes 31 seconds on the clock, and here we go. Kickoff. 2 players of MSK double committed on that kickoff just to make sure that it went into the Profats side. And Mahil there with that last desperate attack. Trying to make sure that it's not a clean sweep, I guess. If it is a clean sweep, it just shows how dangerous MSK is as a team. Wow, 6th goal for the team. Sam scores again. Setup.
Profats really capitalizing on every mistake MSK makes, and I feel like the pressure's gotten into them, and they can't really defend because Profats like they're still hammering the goals in and they really can't do anything.
These guys are just aggressive as heck. Oh my goodness, what a great opportunity and nicely defended by Rishvan. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm low-key hoping for that clean sweep. Not because I don't like MSK, I love them, but I do like seeing something cool like a clean sweep, right? Especially considering it's
I mean,
so
this
it's
debut
rare.
from Profats is like really mind-blowing.
Exactly. This is completely different to Profats Elite, right? This should be Profats Elite, or maybe Non-Pareil without fear. That's where the name comes from. These guys are just on fire right now. I'm just, I don't know, just sitting back and watching excellence happen. Like, look at that! Both of those players could have scored. It was just a competition to see who could score first. Just take a look at that setup. Two players were right there. And Ishii took the goal that time, and that was goal number 7. Against a good team like MSK. What the heck is going on? Yube, what are your thoughts? This is kind of a stunning upset, isn't it?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's an upset because I expected this from Profats because as I've told you before, they're veteran players and they've been like practicing for a long time, and I knew their debut match would be like they'd come out swinging because the third man on Profats side is really reliable, which makes Sam and Ishii like really free to make plays, and that is like what
That's
MSK
the
is
backbone
going
of what
through.
their team's kind of like strategy is, right? Whew, these guys just hammering on the ball. It makes MSK regret even coming close. And now, Rishvan, I'm not quite sure, but anyway, that player, trying to clear the ball now. Ishii. MSK now trying to make something happen, desperately trying to make sure that it's not a clean sweep. But we will see. Mahil now trying to send the ball forward, but it's been cleared almost immediately. Cal interrupting it, raining it towards the goal. Will there be a defense? Ooh. No one there to really take advantage of that opportunity.
Clear is basically a setup for Profats.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. That clear is a setup for what could have been a goal, and a pretty good shot too. Without good defending, that could have been it. 7-0. Tube, what? Against a high-level team, and 1 minute remains on the goal. Like, Profats Non-Pareil are just, I don't know, their play, their style of playing is just incredibly forceful, but really skillful. Does that make sense? It feels like they're not, how to say, taking it easy at all. They're hammering it.
They had like a forfeit, and this is the first game they can play, so they obviously need to show off because everybody's talking about all these other teams, and they want to be like, hey, we're still here to be one of the best
Non-Pareil
teams.
is definitely in my top 5 right now based on this performance alone. This is, talk about making a debut with a bang. 7 goals in and less than 20 seconds remain. It's still up in the air whether MSK can score. Oh, so much good defending. Another clear, another setup. That could have been a goal. That could have been easily a goal.
This could be
Just
a goal
a couple of
too, 'cause
inches
this
to the
looks like a
side.
setup.
It's hard to tell with these guys, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Profats Non-Pareil take game number 2. No goals conceded so far, and that was their second win. You bet. What are your thoughts? Everything you said about Profats turned out to be totally on point. We're really seeing something supreme right now.
Yeah, Profats, like, they have a good, they have a stable rotation, they have a good game plan, and it's working for them, and everybody's really comfortable with the positions they're in. Meanwhile, MSK kind of lost disorient, and, like, the players are all over each other, they're bumping into each other, so I don't know what's going on in the comms, they need to make sure it works. And, like, the Profats is, like, so composed when it comes to the offense and the defense, like, they seem really chill the whole time. Meanwhile, MSK on the other hand, panicking, not knowing really what to do, and every player just...
I agree. I agree.
Hitting the ball and hoping for something. Like, they hit the ball, they hope it's just going to be a goal, but it's not going to work with a defense that's solid. They need to try new tactics. They need to, like, broaden the view they have of the game. I feel like they're stuck in the box and they're panicking.
I can totally see what you're talking about. And what's fascinating to me about it is I'm seeing ProFats NonPareil play for the first time, right? And these guys are, as you say, very much controlling the pace. They seem very calm, but at the same time, their attacks are so vicious. Like they're not hesitating at all. They're just going for the jugular. And now this is game number
These guys
3.
are like KUIS eSports offense, but on steroids.
Very true, very true. And now we have game number 3 for this match. And if ProFats NonPareil are able to win this one without conceding any goals, that would be a clean sweep for them. Clean sweeping MSK. That's not easy to do because MSK has already proven themselves to be one of the
really
really,
sending a message, isn't it?
Yes, it's proven themselves to be one of the more competitive teams. We assumed that they were going to go easily to the top of the group, but to clean sweep them is basically just, as you said, one hell of a message. How many attacks have been made since we were talking? It's probably more than 5 at this point. My goodness. I just love watching this team play. I think I could get used to it. I hope that we see them go really far in the tourney. Ooh! Oh my goodness! That was such a close miss for...
You don't ever see the goal that wide open, so MSK should have really capitalized on that one, but
I feel like the player just assumed it was gonna go in and kind of fell back, but that was their big mistake.
They should never take a chance.
Oh my god! These guys are really putting ProFats NonPareil in a bad position right now. I think they're trying to break the clean sweep no matter what, right? Oh, another attempt!
They're getting more stable with the rotations, and I don't know where they're getting this courage from. They need to keep this going. Because ProFats is going to capitalize on any mistake.
Close for ProFats NonPareil. Oh my god, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Sam trying to take it towards the goal once again. Another setup. Ooh, and another attack and another bit of defending by MSK. 3 minutes 13 seconds in. This is exciting. The score is at 0-0. Oh my god! MSK scores, breaking the streak. No more clean sweep for you. Hey, this could be a perfect sweep for all I care, but at least they were not able to make these guys look that bad. And for that, I gotta say, hats off to MSK. And look at that, they scored first. That counts for a lot, right? I don't know. I don't think that they can reverse sweep this game. I really don't. But that was a show of courage, basically. Guts. That's what we're looking at right now.
Do you think this is the first match that will go to overtime?
Possible. Very, very possible. We haven't really seen a lot of overtime, have we?
We have not seen a single one as far as I'm certain.
Yeah, you're right. It's just we usually see a lot of balls being handled even after it's 0, but we don't see overtime where 2 teams have the same score. A lot of we've seen is a lot of perfect sweeps, so yawn. Jokes aside, we are still seeing aggressive blows being traded by ProFats NonPareil and MSK. Ooh, the defense is tight as hell. They're just not letting anything through right now. 2 minutes 16 seconds. Ishii makes another attack. Wow, there you have it.
From MSK, and they capitalized on it instantly. They
didn't take long at all.
Yeah.
Look at that. That goal shouldn't have been open, right?
And then, I guess they went to get the boost because they were boost down, and then they just kind of let the goal be open. Ishii made it look really easy. That's not a good one.
Look at that. 2 minutes 6 seconds and counting. So we'll see how this plays out. I'm looking forward to seeing ProFats NonPareil winning this one, of course, because it looks like that's where we're gonna go. But MSK has definitely prevented a clean sweep from happening, and that I respect a lot. But hey, MSK currently stands a pretty decent chance of pulling ahead as well. One more goal, right? Ooh, and there you go. MSK pulls ahead. What a shocking! That's a shocking turn.
Yeah, he got close enough to defend. He touched the ball, but it was not good enough.
We have kickoff. The ball very much on the ProFats NonPareil side of the pitch. What's going on? Is the pitch kind of like tip to that side because that's the only explanation I can think of, other than the fact that MSK's defense is godlike right now. Oh! And another nice setup by Rishvan. Ishi going towards the ball, and Ishi scores! What a goal! My goodness. This guy...
Is so accurate. He's like a sniper for Profats NONPAREIL, isn't he?
Absolutely. Like, I usually see shots like that and I'm thinking, okay, good setup for this guy. He's going to create an opportunity for his team. But no, every time he hits, he seems to score. Like, in that particular, like, area, right? Might as well be next to the goal for him. What an accurate person. I'm very impressed. 1 minute remaining and it is at 2-2. Please, guys, give us that overtime. Give us that sudden death. We live for that. Ooh, so many close calls.
So many attacks there.
MSK just on the cusp of scoring. A now. The ball once again goes back towards the MSK side and Rishvan scores. How did that happen?
That's a huge plot twist.
No way! Okay, that was a setup in the air, and wow! These guys, their clears are setups. They're just doing multiple things at the same time, and I'm here for it. Whew. MSK now, 30 seconds remaining, desperately trying to score again, but another attack on their side by PROFATS NONPAREIL. My god. This is just insanity. I'm loving it. I'm so happy right now. MSK, just score once more so that we can go into overtime and then it can be even more high-pressure situations for all of us to enjoy. I guess except maybe the players. But anyway, Sam now trying to make an attempt at the goal. Less than 5 seconds on the clock. What's going to happen? Ooh! Tried to make a shot, but look at that. PROFATS NONPAREIL won with a perfect sweep against MSK. What a debut! What do you think of what you just saw, Yube?
Well, honestly, at the beginning, PROFATS could not really group up and do what they do best, but once they started not making any mistakes, they are starting to look really unbeatable. One of the greatest teams we've seen. I mean, the setups were insane. They were mostly clears, and then they're so fast to get to the ball. Like, they don't really give a chance for MSK to, you know, like, do a counter play or anything. Once PROFATS get into that groove, they can't be stopped. So far we've seen a really dominating team and could be a team that could go to the finals. What do you say?
I think that so far, based on their performance, it was absolutely excellent. Excellent! Aksam, hi, welcome back.
That was a goal-heavy match, but that was one of the most exciting matches that happened tonight.
Absolutely.
So much fun to watch, man.
Man. Can you believe that one of the top teams was going to lose in a clean sweep and they still managed to fight back and take a couple of goals? Like, mwah. Love to see it.
That was a good
I'm happy.
Man.
I'm happy.
Tonight's a good night. Yeah, this has been a really good night for Rocket League here. And
absolutely.
Did you notice there was apparently a Maldivian player on their team as well?
Well, I did notice that. He had a Maldivian flag. Like, you would think it's not Maldivian, but he was Maldivian. Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean,
what if he's the only non-Maldivian player?
Well, that would be a hot take.
I think it's his name who everybody keeps getting wrong. Is it? Come on, correct me if I'm wrong, Kiki. Rishvan or Rifshan?
Rishvan, I think.
Rishvan. We were just talking about it, how like even in the earlier tourneys, people would just like slip up on his name. So I'm not even gonna say it anymore. But he was really good. He was
yes.
really
yes.
How can I say, entertaining to watch. And tonight's matches, Yube, which one was your favorite?
Man, come on, we both know it's the last one. I mean, we saw one player who was technically a sniper and this other guy who was always predicting where the ball's going to hit and ready to hit the ball. And Sam, he was doing Sam things. He was doing things. I don't really know what he was doing, but he was doing Sam things.
just making opportunities rain from this guy, I guess. Listen, I've taken a look at some of the upcoming matches as well. So let's first talk about the score we saw today. Legacy Esports versus ProFats Elite. They proved themselves to be a pretty high-level team as well. Good job, Legacy Esports. EVG versus KUIS Esports. Close, a little disappointing, but KUIS Esports finally lost to EVG's really solid team plays, right? Now, MSK versus ProFats NonPareil. Whew. That was the match to look out for, and ProFats is going to go on and fight against Vector next. And Vector's a team that's won their previous match as well. That's the one with infinite margin in it, so that's something to look out for. But so far, so good, you know? I think that we're finally seeing the best matches being played with the top teams going up against each other.
I'm hoping that the skill level between ProFats, NonPareil, and Vector isn't infinite marginally big. You know, I'm hoping it's balanced out. But
it
then
is
again,
very finitely margined, I guess.
This was a good night, guys. This was fun. I'm really glad we saw all of that happen in one go after a few disappointing nights of like absolute thrashings happening.
Hey, by the way, Aksam, do you remember that when you started this tournament, you were actually one of the least informed about Rocket League? But look at you now, talking about, you know, flip resets and all that. This is exactly how I picked up, and I'm so happy to see it happen to you as well. Fallen in love with the game,
I've got
right?
the best teachers, guys. Like, you see, I'm pointing right at them, okay? It's been fun. It's been fun.
Watching it is really the best way to learn about it.
Did you notice ProFats had 3 Octanes? Like, it's almost like they had a favorite car. Like, we weren't really sure what car it was, but, you know, I
Maybe
feel
it's
like
a
I have
team
an
thing,
idea.
right?
Yeah.
Like a team
Maybe they're
identity.
wearing their uniform.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have jerseys in Rocket League, so this is probably the closest that you can get to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who knows? Who knows? What if
Here's
they
a
all
theory,
put
right?
that Moldavian flag?
Here's my theory, right? I think that because these teams are playing at high levels and it's really super fast games, maybe having the same car actually just helps you immediately identify your teammate from the opponent, so you don't have to think about even looking or reading the name. It could be a thing, right?
And you can be gauging their speed as well, because you know exactly
who it is and how far they're going, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying like each car is going to be a different speed or anything, but there is a difference that when it comes to hitboxes and all of it as well. So that could be applicable when you're playing as a team. That shows.
I wouldn't surprise me considering how high level they are.
At the top level, those hitboxes would matter. Like you'd think it's not that much of a big deal, but there's a reason why Octane or Fennec is the top 2 cars everybody goes for. So
it's not because they're cute?
Yeah, it's not. It's because at the top tier level, like, even the smallest things would matter, like how much boost you have, how early you use your boost, how much you store your boost while you're doing aerials. So all of these matter. And then, you know, I feel like ProFats have an idea of that. And then, you know, we're going to see amazing things from them.
Yeah,
imagine that one day ProFats are going to take on Juice, guys. That's coming up in the future. Like, that's coming.
I mean,
them versus 13 would be a nice match to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are nearly at the end of the night, and we've got a few more things we got to cover before we wrap up. The first thing, the most important thing of the night, next to really exciting matches, is the winner of the lucky draw. Let us see who got the pizza for tonight. Anybody who typed GGGGGGG, you stood up chance, and it's Aishat Kuzama. Congratulations. It's exciting to know that there's so many people watching this, because every night I'm seeing a different name. One night I saw Buliable, and I was really surprised.
Buliable.
All right, so just a reminder, if you win, please reach out to us to our Facebook page, and we will give you the coupon. And now Mandumas, who won your prize? It was Ahmed Rashad.
Hey, isn't that the GG guy?
Isn't he the same GG guy? He won again. Oh wait, he got the pizza last night. He didn't win? Oh, he was the... Oh, okay, yeah. Poofed! I almost forgot. Someone who's been breaking world records. Ahmed Rashad, congratulations. Congratulations on your...
Very well deserved master case, I guess, because he was trying his last night, and tonight he's like, yeah, it's my turn to shine.
I think he just went all out and was like, Combo!
He's basically the PROFATS NONPAREIL of GG typers, right? So, you know,
That
he's in
is
another
true.
league of himself, by himself.
Pro-type non-parallel. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I would like to also take a moment to thank our sponsors, the ones who have been making this happen for us. First of all, it's Mandu Mus with the Mandu Mus case. Every night we just gave away one for tonight. Pizza Bono, thank you so much for the pizza that you have sponsored for the night as well. Not for us, but you know, the lucky draw winner. And Print Lab, thank you for your printing services. And after them, we've got eLife with the MVP sponsored prize, and Gizmo, who have been helping the technical team make this as smooth as possible. And thank you so much for Dhiraagu, for your title sponsor, and for the connection that's making this all possible, as well as it is going right now. And another thing, I know we just came back to our pretty faces, but one more thing we got to remember is the prize pool, okay? Let's take a look at the prize pool. We've got 20,000 rupiah in the pot right now. First place getting 10K, second place with 7K, and then third place with 3K. This is a fight worth fighting for all the teams. We just saw some of the most exciting moments of the night. And which player from tonight do you think is going to qualify for the MVP prize? Is it going to be the Maldivian player we saw? Who knows?
The one Maldivian the Octane player we saw. You know the guy in the Octane. That guy, yeah.
Yeah, the guy in the Octane. We've got a lot.
Finally, Maldives represented on the national level, right?
Represented on a national level.
That's way better. All right, jokes aside, though, a fantastic debut performance by PROFATS NONPAREIL. You have definitely, in one shot, put yourself on the map as a team to look out for. In fact, one of my favorites to go on and possibly win this tournament as well. Like, if I'm compiling a top 5s, they're definitely on it, along with Juice, right? 13 is also on it as well so far.
All right, guys, we've had a lot of fun. It's been a long night and a very fruitful night. So I will catch you guys at the same time tomorrow night. 9:15 is roughly the time we're starting our stream, because we try to get everybody comfortable. And, well, technically it's just me saying I'll be here as soon as I can and get the stream started. All right, we'll catch you guys later. Everyone who's been watching, thank you so much for your interactions and everything. And thank you so much for the GGs as well, which, you know, goes to your favor. Mooney, Yube, bid you guys a good night. See you tomorrow.
Good night.
What's your better one? 2GB no, yeah. This is 3GB data. Then you know the school and jay, but voice minutes call a car. I get it. SMS call a short time. Data voice minutes. SMS.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, streaming a 1GB what time? And I get to call the chat call them with GB. Social media with GB call a what time?
Prepaid combo in the Bidanta.
Tihuriache Hunana Miga.
Mihar Wakiwaking a chin over a combo plan and Nagala Masari. Data, voice, the SMS even combo plans, Mige to chat, stream, at the social media balala, free data.
Asungata combo masalavan.
Prepaid combo plan activate Kuran, Dhiraagu app download kala.
then just touch me till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me, and then just hurt me till I can get my satisfaction. 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 Satisfaction.